Buhari's regime revelation so far, Peter Obi Labour Party, evidence adopted by judges. Peter Obi, Nigerians react over subsidy removal. The President Muhammadu Buhari regime ended on the 29th of May 2023. It's no longer a news to anybody. We already knows what transpired within the last 8 years. And the Buhari regime so far left 16 trillion naira, I beg your pardon, uncompleted project, 3.8 trillion naira embezzled by MDA, no money to pay the federal civil servants salary as rightly predicted by Governor Obaseki. Buhari government allegedly directly withdraw money from the CBN. After spending the money, Buhari reactively sought approval from the rubber stamp legislatures and got it. No money appropriated or left behind for subsidy. This was made known by Senator Shehu Sani on his Twitter handle. As you can see, we know that the Presidential Election Tribunal seated in Abuja, as of today, the hearing commenced officially, or the trial commenced officially on the 30th of May. And today in court, Peter Obi and Labour Party presented their evidence before the court. And the judges adopted, or will I say, admit those evidence presented to them. As you can see in the video, the evidence that Peter Obi and Labour Party were able to harness from INEC are now being presented by their lawyers to the court, of which the court actually admitted or adopted those evidence. Most adjourned to 2nd of June. More of the evidence, harnessed from the INEC shall be presented before the courts as the court resume hearing on the 2nd of June 2023. And from what I have gathered so far, there was some kind of overvoting from some states like Rivers State, Lagos, Taraba, Benue State, Adamawa, Bauchi, Kaduna, and Plateau State. If you zoom the screen, you will see some of those states and what we were able to gather from the courts. You will see, I pasted it there. You can see that on the screen. You can just zoom to read through so that I don't waste much of your time. Now, this is what happened at the court hearing today. And at the end of it, what we discovered was this: the INEC lawyers and that of APC, they were unable to, defend what Labour Party and Peter Obi presented before the court. So therefore, the party, they have to come into an agreement to adjourn to tomorrow, during the case hearing today. Subsidy removal. We all know that the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, once said he was going to remove the fuel subsidy if elected. According to him, he said fuel subsidy is an organized crime. And after then, the APC jumped into the ship, trying to win the people over as Nigerians begin to understand and believe what Mr. Peter Obi was talking about concerning the fuel subsidy. And now, the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, removed the subsidy on the day of his inauguration, where he said, subsidy is gone. This caused a lot of mixed reaction, and as a result, prices of things are going up. We can see people trekking all over for kilometers, heading back to their various homes or going to their workplace as a result of the increment in fuel price, as taxi and motorway, commercial motorbox, could not actually meet up with the reality on ground, and most people have to trek back to their house or even going to work since the announcement on the inauguration day. Now, this is what Peter Obi said. He said in a tweet that we must look beyond total dependency on oil. We will reduce the subsidy cost by over 50%. Now, he talks about reducing the fuel subsidy by 50%. He also talked about, bringing out policy and counterbalance policy and programs to cushion the impacts of the removal of the oil subsidy. He also went ahead to say that we will support modular refineries and local refineries for domestic use, and also the price will be strictly in naira. If you zoom your screen, you will see exactly what Mr. Peter Obi is saying. Now, this is a breakdown. Peter Obi talking about removing the fuel subsidy by 50% is as simple as there were some modular refineries, some people who doesn't have license. We all know about bunkering in Nigeria, in South, and this is something that some of those facilities that are being used to refine this oil are up to standard, but they don't have what license. So he's trying to say that, okay, fine, we will license these people after examining those refineries. If they meet up to standard, we will license them to start refining our oil. We will no longer pay them in dollar, we will pay them in naira. By doing so, that will increase or give strength to our naira to dollar, and that will also bring down the price of the fuel, even though the subsidy has been removed. This is what it is. Something that is being produced in Nigeria here, and you buy it in naira, right? And then when you are reselling that same product, there is no way you can actually over hijack the price. Yes, you want to make profit, right? But that will not be as much as when you buy that particular product in dollar after export or importing it, before you start talking about your profit making and all of that. So Peter Obi was trying to say, okay, this is the right thing to do, but the APC led government failed to understand this particular way of doing things. This boiled down to the fact that good governance, or people that have good leadership skills, are yet to get into power. And that is the reason why Mr. Peter Obi and Labour Party are still fighting this case at the court to make sure that they deliver Nigeria from this quagmire of bad leadership. Anyway, what do you think about this? You can drop your opinion and let's have more conversation on this.